having a blast. But I'm in my Spawn, and the mission is to meet Tom McFarlane, and I have a couple gifts for him. But then also, I want to get him to tell me which version of Spawn to do next.
Okay.
Hey, Todd McFarlane here, creator of Spawn, and I've got the real Spawn right here, and he's looking good. So the question is, what would be the next version of Spawn that we would like to see him morph into? The answer right now is obvious. Starting with issue at the end of 250, Al Simmons comes back.
Yes.
And when he comes back, his costume is going to start to do different looks and different changes. So we've already designed some of those new looks. So instead of going back and doing one of those ones, then you need to start getting hip and start doing the new one that's coming down the pipeline. So that's one. So start looking for it. Spawn Resurrection #1, we're going to start showing it, and then starting with 251, you're going to start seeing how the costume is working.
Okay, and I'll be doing that one next.
All right,
that's it.
Thanks, Al. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. Freaking awesome. He stabbed himself with my spike. That's awesome. It was great. I was really excited. So, con's over for me. I can go home now.
My friend Katie stood in line at Midtown Comics the night before so she could get tickets for the people that couldn't camp.
Midtown Comics, they had they were selling the tickets. One day before the tickets were being sold, it was like 15 people in chairs waiting for the tickets for the next day.
It was insane getting tickets this year. My roommate actually tried to get them online, and she sat in the queue to get the 3-day passes for 45 minutes, and by the time she got to the front of the queue, they were gone.
This is still the second largest Comic-Con in the US, but now it's even more impressive with everything they have going on. The panels are getting to be the point where it's almost on the same level as waiting in line for San Diego Comic-Con stuff, which is crazy because people are getting here at like 9 a.m. trying to get all their, their spot in line for the main hall. The Empire Room reminds me of what this place's Ballroom 20 should be. So I see this place getting bigger and bigger and bigger over the years.
So since you've gone to conventions in Germany and now you're here at New York Comic Con, anything that strikes you differently between the two conventions?
Yeah, of course. Everything in America is big, and there are so many people here and so many great cosplayers. We have this too, but not too big in Germany. So the convention is really smaller, and you don't have, when you want to go to a panel, of course you have to stand in line, but these lines are unbelievable huge.
First year was overwhelming, went one day, a lot of cosplayers, great stuff. Second year, died down. Magically, the third one, amazing. And this one, I get to meet you, which is fantastic. A lot of cosplayers, a lot of panels, a lot of giveaways, a lot of stuff. Great stuff.
How'd you get into cosplay in the first place?
I'm a fucking maniac. I'm a maniac in general. I just like dressing up, I like being weird. Nothing better than dressing up and going to weirdos.
So you were almost like a cosplayer before you were a cosplayer?
Almost exactly.
Yeah, like you were into Halloween and everything, and then you found out about conventions, and you're like, people do this all year round?
I have to join them.
I like just seeing everybody, like it's relatable. Everybody understands each other kind of. Like you see somebody in a costume and you're like, yeah, I don't feel like a freak.
It's like I just eat up all the costumes, I eat up everything on the show floor, we shop.
Like you can actually be a nerd here and not be made fun of.
Wear comfortable shoes, don't wear heel boots, be prepared to run around a lot and just see cosplayers, meet people, buy stuff, drink lots of water.
Like a little kid just wanted to be Cartman. And I was like, Mom, make me Cartman. So she helped me become Cartman.
You still have the hat.
I still have the hat, yeah. Sometimes I wear it out. I still have the hat, yeah.
The three of us have been doing Avengers from different historical periods for a while now, and we kind of take turns picking them. So it was my turn to pick, and I picked Flappers. And then we realized that if I was Captain Gatsby, she'd be Daisy Buchanan Barnes.
Do the people of New York now are used to it now?
No.
No.
Take pictures. They're like, oh my god!
The closer you get to the con, the more accepting they are.
Yeah.
They go, oh, it's that
block
time
by
of year
block.
again.
But also, since it's like 2 weeks before Halloween, they just think,
oh, it's part of Halloween.
But it is really fun. Like we were coming here and we packed the schoolyard when the kids were on lunch break, and we felt like the Beatles because they were screaming so loud for us.
I kept talking a lot about cosplay and comic books and anime, and he said, oh yeah, I kind of like this stuff, and I was like, well, you should come with us to this convention. So he's here.
All right, there it is.
Describe your experience so far.
It is overwhelming. Like, I'm from Alaska. I've been in Alaska most of my life, and it's just all the people that are around here. It's just a different thing, but it's been exciting. I really enjoyed every minute of it, seeing everyone's costumes, just being a part of it. It's great, and maybe next year I might cosplay for my first time too.
That I'm assuming it's their idea to dress up.
Yeah,
This is your idea. So, when you first heard about cosplay, how did you feel about what she was talking about?
Well, I also wear a costume in a way. I do Civil War ring.
Oh, so it was not even that big a
sort of thing.
Okay, so it wasn't anything too outrageous at all.
So, I mean, when she asked me to, be Magneto, I said, yeah, fine, no problem.
Your dad's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is basically, it's called
Kohaku magazine, yeah, and this basically stands for cosplay. Handwerk means craftsmanship, and Kunst means art.
So this is more of a craftsmanship magazine.
Exactly, that's it. We're focusing on craftsmanship. There are many tutorials in here: how to style a wig, how to sew, how to work with a sewing machine, how to make armor with warbler. There's everything in here, and every volume, every copy has a certain motto or theme. So this, for example, with lightning cosplay on top, was about armor making.
Right.
This was about crossplay. So if you're a girl, how can you look authentic as a boy? In our latest issue, this one is about magical girls. Yeah.
How big is the arts alley for your country?
Tiny compared. It's tiny compared to this one, and especially if you're a fan of Western comics like DC or Marvel comics, you can really meet your stars here. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I got my comic signed by Marcus Stowe, for example. He's such a nice guy. It's really cool. I met the creator of the Stephanie Brown Batgirl, and I've been a fan of this series since forever. So it was really cool to finally meet this guy. So yeah, I think we have a great opportunity here. The Artist Alley in Germany, they're more like national. We have less international artists, more like national artists. When we came here and we went to a mall, we drove past a crafting shop which is called Michael's.
Yeah.
It's a chain here, so
Yeah.
we went inside and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool! Because we don't have something like that in Germany. We don't have it. And all the stuff I bought there is just so expensive over there. Well, where we live. So yeah, you have a lot of amazing opportunities to get your stuff here, a lot of suppliers. So yeah, I think the States are pretty cool for a cosplayer.
So before you guys leave to go back to Germany, are you going to stock up on materials and fabrics and then take them back with you? You already did that? Did you get an extra suitcase?
Definitely. I have to buy a new suitcase here because my fabric.